have you ever pondered on the power of self-healing and inner peace? Imagine a world where each individual harnesses this power, where each of us understands the profound impact of self-healing and inner peace on our overall well-being. It's not just about physical health, but also mental and emotional equilibrium. Self-healing and inner peace are more than mere concepts. They are tools that can dramatically improve our quality of life, and they're within our reach. We can use them to create a life of harmony, to handle stress more effectively, and to nurture healthier relationships. In a world that often seems chaotic, finding inner peace can feel like finding shelter in a storm. It's an anchor that keeps us steady, regardless of what's happening around us. And self-healing? It's the process that allows us to mend our wounds and grow stronger from them. Today, we'll explore 10 rules to guide your journey towards self-healing and inner peace. Rule number 1, acceptance, a powerful word that holds the key to unlocking the path to self-healing and inner peace. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like, want, choose, or support what you're accepting. It's simply about recognizing and embracing the reality of what is, including your flaws and past mistakes. Imagine you're standing in front of a mirror. You see yourself with all your strengths and weaknesses, victories and failures. That reflection, that's acceptance. It's acknowledging the entirety of your being without judgment. Acceptance isn't about denying your past or ignoring your mistakes. It's about fully owning your story, warts and all. It's about looking at your flaws not as blemishes, but as unique aspects that make you who you are. Your journey to self-healing and inner peace begins with acceptance. It's the cornerstone of transformation. Remember, you can't change what you refuse to confront. Acceptance sets the stage for transformation. Rule number 2, self-love. This principle is the cornerstone of our journey towards self-healing and inner peace. It's the idea of embracing who you are in your entirety, the shining parts and the ones that are still a work in progress. To love oneself is to accept oneself unconditionally. It's not about vanity or narcissism, rather it's about acknowledging your worth and your value. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness, respect and compassion that you extend to others. When we practice self-love, we create a safe space in our hearts for healing. It helps us navigate through the tough times, and it empowers us to strive for better. It's like a lighthouse in a storm, guiding us back to our true selves. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Fill yours with self-love, and you'll have plenty to share with the world. Love yourself, and the peace follows. Rule number 3, mindfulness. This practice is about being fully engaged in the here and now. Not lost in thought, not distracted, not overwhelmed by difficult emotions, but present in the current moment. It's about observing without criticism, being compassionate with yourself when unhappiness or stress hovers overhead. Rather than taking it all personally, you learn to treat them as if they were black clouds in the sky and to observe them with friendly curiosity as they drift past. In essence, mindfulness allows you to catch negative thought patterns before they tip you into a downward spiral. It begins the process of putting you back in control of your life. Over time, mindfulness brings about long-term changes in mood and levels of happiness and well-being. Scientific studies have shown that mindfulness not only prevents depression, but that it also positively affects the brain patterns underlying day-to-day anxiety, stress, depression, and irritability. Mindfulness anchors you in the present, the place where healing happens. Rule number 4, forgiveness. A vital yet often overlooked aspect of self-healing and inner peace. It's about liberating the soul from the shackles of resentment and bitterness that keep us locked in the past. You see, holding on to grudges is like clutching onto hot coals with the intent to throw them at someone else. The only person you end up burning is yourself. Forgiveness is not about justifying the actions of others, but rather it's about setting your own heart free. And let's not forget about forgiving ourselves. We all make mistakes, we all stumble and fall. It's part of being human, but it's essential to forgive ourselves for our past errors, to learn from them, grow and move forward. So liberate yourself, let go of the past, forgive others, forgive yourself. Forgiveness releases us from the chains of the past. Rule number 5, gratitude. This is no mere sentimentality. It's a transformative power, a key to self-healing and inner peace. You see, gratitude is the ability to recognize and appreciate the good in our lives. It's about acknowledging the blessings that surround us, even in the most challenging times. It's the sunshine that breaks through the clouds of negativity, illuminating our path towards inner peace. When we cultivate a sense of gratitude, We shift our focus from what's missing to what's present, from lack to abundance. This shift in perspective can open up a wellspring of positivity within us, healing our hearts and minds. Gratitude is not just about saying thank you, it's about truly feeling it deep within our core. It's about cherishing the moments, the people, the experiences that bring joy and meaning to our lives. Remember, it's not happiness that brings us gratitude, but gratitude that brings us happiness. Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Rule number 6, patience. This rule is the gentle reminder that our journey towards self-healing and inner peace is not a sprint, but a marathon. It's about understanding that growth and healing are processes that take time. They will not happen overnight, and that's perfectly okay. Patience asks us to give ourselves the grace to heal at our own pace, to not rush through our feelings and experiences, but to take the time to fully understand and learn from them. It's about trusting the process even when it feels slow or difficult. Patience is also about accepting that our journey might not follow the path we initially envisioned. It's about recognizing that detours and setbacks are not failures, but simply part of the journey. They are opportunities for learning, for growth, and for further healing. So let's embrace patience in our journey towards self-healing and inner peace. Remember, patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you have in mind. Rule number 7, courage, a word often associated with knights and warriors, yet it holds profound significance in our daily lives and our journey towards self-healing. Courage in this context is not about brandishing a sword against a mythical beast, but rather it's about facing our own fears and insecurities. It's about standing up to the monsters within us, the ones that whisper we are not enough, that we can't change, that we're bound by our past. In the grand scheme of self-healing, courage is the catalyst that fuels change. It's the driving force that motivates us to step out of our comfort zones, to confront our shortcomings, and to strive for growth. It's standing at the edge of a cliff, knowing the leap is terrifying, yet jumping anyway because we understand that transformation happens outside our comfort zones. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the decision to move forward despite it. It's in every breath we take as we choose to heal, to grow, to become better. Courage is the power to let go of the familiar. Rule number 8, compassion, a profound element of self-healing and attaining inner peace. Compassion is the ability to empathize with the suffering of others and indeed with your own struggles. It's about recognizing that everyone, including you, is fighting their own battles. See, the thing about compassion is that it's a two-way street. When you extend kindness and understanding to others, you're not just helping them, you're also helping yourself. It allows you to forgive, to let go, to heal. And when you apply compassion to your own journey, it's like giving yourself permission to be human, to make mistakes and to grow from them. It's about being gentle with yourself, especially when you stumble. Remember, self-healing is not a race, it's a journey, one that's unique to you, and compassion is your companion on this journey. Compassion is a bridge between self and others. Rule number 10, detachment. Detachment represents the pinnacle of inner peace, a mental state where you're free from the shackles of negativity. It's about understanding the transient nature of thoughts and feelings and not letting them govern your life. It's about finding your own space amidst the chaos. We often find ourselves entangled in a web of negative thoughts and emotions, which hinders our progress towards self-improvement. But remember, these thoughts and feelings are just visitors. Let them come and let them go. Detaching from negativity also extends to people. Surrounding ourselves with negative influences can drain our energy and divert us from our path to inner peace. So it's important to distance ourselves from such influences. However, remember, detachment doesn't mean avoidance. It's about acknowledging these thoughts, feelings, and people, but not letting them control you. It's about finding your own space amidst the chaos. Detachment is not that you should own nothing, but that nothing should own you. And finally, rule number 10, practice. In the grand scheme of self-healing and inner peace, practice is not just a rule, it's the golden thread that weaves all the other rules together. It's the rhythmic dance of repetition and consistency that breathes life into each rule, turning them from mere words into transformative habits. Think of practice as the quiet architect of your inner peace. It's the gentle, persistent hammering away at old habits, the careful crafting of new ones, and the steady building of a resilient inner fortress. It's the daily act of accepting, loving and being mindful. It's the consistent practice of forgiveness, gratitude, patience, courage, compassion, and detachment. Every day, every moment is an opportunity to practice these rules, to embed them into the very fabric of your being. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, and your journey to inner peace won't be either. It's a journey, not a destination, and every step you take is a step in the right direction. Practice makes progress, and progress brings peace. So there you have it, the 10 rules for self-healing and inner peace. Each one a beacon of light guiding us towards our inner tranquility. Acceptance, the first step, teaches us to embrace reality as it is. Self-love, the second, tells us to cherish ourselves. Mindfulness, the third, reminds us to live in the present. Forgiveness, the fourth, grants us the freedom from past hurts. Gratitude, the fifth, opens our hearts to life's blessings. Patience, the sixth, gives us the strength to endure. Courage, the seventh, empowers us to face our fears. Compassion, the eighth, connects us with others. Detachment, the ninth, liberates us from worldly attachments. And finally, practice, the 10th, ensures we never stop growing. These rules are not a quick fix, but a lifelong journey. They are a compass guiding us towards our true selves. So, my dear friends, dwell not in the past, dream not of the future, but live in the here and now. Remember, the journey to self-healing and inner peace begins with a single step. Start your journey today.